Alright, you can see behind me this video episode 4 of building the strongback and attaching the station molds is complete. So watch the video. Hope you like the steps. I actually had help from my dad on this portion of the build. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for new video notifications, because the next one will be starting to put planks on this form. So hope you enjoy the video. I started by ripping down the various widths of this 3/4 inch OSB I needed. The plans that you buy from Bear Mountain Boats includes all the pieces you'll need to build the strongback. So getting this process going. Next, using some scrap 2x material I had, I ripped some 1.5 inch wide strips. And these will be used to attach the station molds to the strongback once it's complete. Now that I had all the strips to the correct width, I can start cutting the length. These will be used for the cross pieces, the centerpiece, and as well as the legs that the strongback will fit over to hold it at the correct height to work on. The next step was to assemble the 2 long sections. This would vary depending on the length of the canoe you're building, but attach these with 1.25 inch Power Pro screws, and did not use glue, so that can be taken apart later and stored for future use. The next step was to screw the 2 long sections together using the shorter segments we cut and adding the center supports for those. This now gives us an almost 15-foot long beam to work off of. Probably could have used a better camera angle on this, but here we are assembling the feet portion. There are 6 or 7 pieces that screw together and that will sandwich up between the center supports that will hold the beam. Now that the leg sections were complete, we could slide the beam over it. Definitely glad to have extra hands for this, as this piece has a little weight, but definitely a lot of length to deal with. And then now screwed the top sections on to help stiffen it up. Then I just took the 1.5 inch sections and cut those to shorter lengths to attach the station molds to the strongback. We marked out our 12-inch increment, starting from the center and working out down each end. Next, I added a center line end to end in case there is any wave into the form itself, and then using a square marked out a perpendicular line to center at each of our 12-inch increments. And this will help us line up our station form. Using the 2x material, some 2-inch Power Pro screws, and my square, we clamped each piece on and made sure we squared it up to that perpendicular line to the center line, and then worked our way down each end.
Now she's starting to look like something as we added station number 6 to each end, making sure the center line lined up, clamped that and screwed it in place. So cutting out a notch in each of the stem molds so that it'll fit over the support for station number 6. We then added a support for that stem mold, making sure it was centered on the center line. Then we could make sure it's square and plumb to the number 6 station and repeat on the other end. Now it's just a matter to add each station mold, working from one end to the other, and at the end making sure the center line looks straight visually, and then making any adjustments for that. The final step in this process was adding some painter's tape to each mold so that as we glue it won't stick the strips to the actual mold themselves and we can get it off later. If you like what you see, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell for new video notifications, like, comment, and share. There's also a link below to any tools or products used during this video.